While it was announced that Sims 5 is not coming, there was also the Electronic Arts Investor Day, and there was even more bombshell news. This includes a new Sims game, updates to Sims 4, and the addition of AI tools for content selection. Now, honestly, this has been a shitstorm of Sims news, so we're just gonna hang it through this really crazy time. But I do want to go over some of the really interesting insights from Investor Day, and it shows us how they are quote unquote disrupting the cycle. So they said that traditionally they would replace a version of The Sims with the other, and they just mean we had The Sims 2, and so forth. And this time they're not making Sims 5. Instead, they are doing something entirely different. They want to build a massive Sims platform for more connection, and they want this platform to be a social hub. In fact, it's called the Sims Social Hub. What they're going to be doing is updating core technology for Sims 4 while actually adding games into this universe. Now, honestly, what it means by updating core technology for Sims 4, we're gonna have to wait and see. I admit I am highly skeptical of this plan. Of course, I always want the best and improvements for Sims 4, but I was hoping we were moving on to another main game. However, they are actually creating new games, as I said. So first of all, they are focusing also on cozy games, and they are releasing My Sims as a bundle for Nintendo Switch, but they said more is come. So does that mean they're going to release other versions of My Sims? I don't know if they're going to create even more games within that cozy universe. There's also another game, but you shouldn't get too excited about it, even though it sounds kind of interesting. Some people thought, based upon the name, it could either be a revitalization of the Sims stories during Sims 2 era, but unfortunately it is actually going to be a standalone mobile game. And I think this is an interesting choice. Again, I would love to see some spin-offs for The Sims, but this is a mobile game. And of course, we still have Project Rene, which is not in fact Sims 5. Now, we will probably learn more about Project Rene in January when we're going to get a Behind the Sims summit, but until then, it is going to be a lot of discourse about what exactly Project Rene is going to do. We know that it's going to have some kind of multiplayer feature, but beyond that, it is getting more and more confusing. Now, what is the point of this Sims social hub? Well, they want some continuum across these games. There is going to be a shared gallery feature in a single marketplace for each game. This is a unified social network, and with this, they said they're going to create a pop culture powerhouse for the next 25 years. Within this shared gallery and marketplace, so to speak, there is going to be new technology as well. Supercharged discovery tools to find more user-generated content. Now, one of this is AI-powered search features. Instead of just using text to find what you want, you can now upload photos to find what you want in the gallery. And they even said this feature is planning to release soon, so that sounds like we can see that maybe within the next year or so, or maybe even sooner. But that's not all they plan to do with integrating AI into the Sims franchise. They're using generative AI for uploading AI images to create content. Basically, you can upload a model with clothes, shoes, and jewelry, and supposedly it will generate something for you. Now again, I don't know the full details about this. I don't know exactly how this is going to work or the scope of it. They did say they want to use this generative AI to overcome language barriers and connect players around the globe. Notably, they also said they wanted to use generative AI to simplify the creative process. And with simplifying the creative process, I wonder what it is going to mean for the community as a whole. Like I said when I covered inzoi, I don't think this is the only game that's going to do this. I think this is going to be an ongoing trend. They want to create a whole new type of a creator economy, which really worries me when I hear that kind of thing. But do keep in mind this is for Investor Day, so you have to have those key words in there. They were boasting about how they have defined the life Sims genre, and of course they were quote unquote pioneers of The Sims. Now, in many ways, this isn't all that surprising because it does fit EA's overall ethos and so many AAA games. They want interactive entertainment on a massive scale to play, create, watch, and connect. Bigger worlds that are richer and nuanced, all through the use of generative AI. Really, they are looking at games completely differently. They said games used to be single player experiences to escape the world, and now they say it is social in nature, massive online, etc. So, in short, this live service model is not really surprising for The Sims, but I still think it's a mistake not to make a fifth Sims game. People are feel free to disagree. As far as the generative AI tools, we need more information to totally understand where they're going to go. Like I said, I think this is going to become a norm, and I do always think it's important to take all this into context, like why are they doing this with The Sims? Well, first of all, it is no surprise that live services are really big financially for EA and so many other companies, at least as of now. And in fact, live services represented 75% of their total net bookings in the last financial quarterly report. There are some experts and developers, however, that do question the sustainability of live service games in the long run. In this survey hosted by Game Developer Collective, 70% of developers had concerns about the sustainability of the current business model. They were concerned about people losing interest and increased competition as well. And of course, with all this, there's also always the issue of monetization models. Now, we do know, of course, DLC is very prominent in the Sims franchise. There are many other ways, though, to monetize. I'm worried that there might be a shared marketplace. I especially don't want something like subscriptions, etc., but they already said Rene specifically would not require a subscription. So this is all very confusing, and I think they need to clarify it. Of course, there are pros and cons to the live service model. My question concern always is this really sustainable in the long run? They apparently are going to be modernizing The Sims 4. I do question what that means. I guess we're gonna have to find out. I can't pretend that I am really feeling optimistic about this vision. Will it make them money in the short term? Absolutely, I think so. Maybe even the long run too. Obviously, Sims is very financially successful. They were really boasting it up in the investor event, and they seem to think this is going to work for them. And keep in mind, the target audience they might be going for might not be the same people watching these videos and active on social media. So unfortunately, that is all I have for you for now. I think there's some pretty interesting decisions made, another new mobile game, and then you have, of course, the mysterious Project Rene, and everything is going to be on its same shared social network, along with a shared gallery and something about a marketplace. Definitely some concerns here, and like I said, this is not unusual for the gaming industry, so let me know what you think about all this craziness in the comments below. As always, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.